I'm sure you can probably guess from the title of this video that I'm quitting Manhunt, and along with that, I'm also leaving the community. And while this video is talking about why I'm quitting, I also felt like it would be cool to go into detail about why I'm leaving exactly, because I feel like in a lot of the quitting videos that you see, you don't really see a lot of people like explaining their reasoning behind why exactly they're leaving. Like, yeah, they'll say that the community was ass and that also Manhunt just wasn't fun for them to make, but you never really see them go into detail why. And I think it would just be cool to give sort of an inside perspective on this community. I joined the Manhunt community around March of 2022, so I've seen a decent portion of all the shit that's gone down. And around February of last year, I started my own Manhunt series, and right now I'm at 4 Hunters Finale, and that's where I'm choosing to quit. I don't find it fun to record these anymore. Making a 4 Hunters video just makes me frustrated and made me annoyed at myself and my hunters. When I did 2 and 3 Hunters attempts, I found it more fun because it didn't take a lot of time and it was a fun way to test my skill. I can count the number of attempts it took each 2 Hunters and 3 Hunters video on both my 2 hands. 2 Hunters was first attempt, 2 Hunters rematch was third attempt, 2 Hunters finale was second attempt, 3 Hunters I got first try, 3 Hunters rematch took 5 attempts, and 3 Hunters finale took 7 attempts. The first 4 Hunters video I did on this channel took 26 attempts. And 4 Hunters rematch, one of my manhunts that many regard as the best on my channel, took over 70, and I had to record over 20 attempts over the span of 3 days just to get it. And this is where my frustration really started to grow, as I questioned myself why it was taking me so long to get these attempts when previously I was able to get them in just a handful of tries. And not only that, one of my hunters, who you all know as Far Record, would just instigate and shit talk me after every attempt that I lost for whatever reason. It got so bad to the point that after a recording session one time, one of my other hunters, Mason, ended up DMing me basically telling me to just ignore him and he's just being a dick for no reason and that I'm good. Just keep trying and go on with it. So I think you can really see where my frustration with myself and recording these really started to build. And on that note, another reason why I'm leaving is because of the community itself and because of the people in it. I'm sure this one isn't really a big shocker to you. The Manhunt community is one of the most degenerate, toxic communities that I've ever been in. And it's wild to me how basically everyone agrees and says, yeah, this community is ass, I don't know why I'm still here. Yet no one really leaves or actually does anything. There's only been a handful of people who I've met in this community who have just been genuinely good people. They stay out of drama, they don't cause conflict, and they're just friendly to everyone. They're just there to vibe out and have fun. And there's not many people like that. Some of the few people who I've genuinely met that were like that are Burning, Panda, and Brody. And no, I'm not counting Fall Record's savior of the Manhunt community shtick as good. I think that caused more chaos than anything for whatever reason. I guess that guy just has a knack for drama. This community starts drama over the dumbest shit that I've seen. I mean, the list is fucking endless. And it all boils down to someone being a dick for no reason, or someone was too sensitive and took too much shit to heart. I mean, there's also dramas started from hunters yelling at other people, runners yelling at other people, raiding people's discords for whatever reason, or people's egos are just too high, and this one's just super prevalent for whatever reason. It's not only dramas that's bad, but also just the degeneracy of this community. I don't even think I have to say some of the stuff that some people have posted within here. I think me saying the names Evie, Sophie, and Hissy brings memories of screenshots so bad I can't show them without getting TOS striked. I mean, this community has now just become the equivalent of a bunch of band and theater kids, with half of them sucking off Dream and his every move treating it as a revival to this dying form of content. This is why I believe many of you motherfuckers who glazed Zombie when he released the Manhunt effect clown on him now for it, is because it was directly calling you out in advance. Getting set up by a documentary 4 months just to be roasted is quite embarrassing, and some of you were so confident you were going to quit with posting it all over your community tab and making it your status and all of that, just for you to come back to Manhunt months later when you see that your views plummet because you can't do anything else with any other form of content. I mean, you guys basically treated his video as if your friend had just called you out on your nicotine addiction, and you're playing the responses of, no, addiction doesn't exist. I can quit whenever I want. I mean, just to name a few creators that were like this are Pink Pepsi, Thoms, Prism, Topcraft, Fall Record, and Evie. And those are just examples that I know right off the top of my head. And there's probably many more people who have also said the same shit, who have done the same things, where they say that they're going to quit and never interact with this community ever again. And 3 months later, they end up coming crawling back because their views plummet and they fear that their channel is going to die. I think you can already get the gist. If I said any more, I think this video would just turn into a rant video of 30 minutes of me just shitting on Manhunt content creators. So I'm just going to move on to my next point. I'm going to comment more on types of content and go into detail about why I feel Manhunt doesn't work for me anymore, and talk about also my philosophy when it comes to YouTube and why I believe trend following doesn't work to maintain a channel. Out of the hundreds of people who have made Manhunt content in this community, only 3 people have managed to make some sort of career, and that's Hissy, Matt Lopita, and Vixios. And Vixios nowadays just short spams to 1 million. That's how we got there. Hissy deleted his channel, and some people just say that Matt Lopita was just algorithmic luck. No one wants to admit it, but Manhunt is dying. And it's been a dying trend since 2022. Some could argue that Manhunt died whenever Dream stopped making them, and for whatever reason, many of you guys are hoping that Dream uploads 600s to revive Manhunt. I don't think that's going to happen because Manhunt is a 4-year-old trend now, and half of the Dream team has predatory or sexual assault allegations, so I wouldn't prey on him doing that too much, even if half of them are false. YouTube to me also just isn't about trend following. I'm not for that type of growing a channel with trends and all of that. I'm not looking to short spam and reach 1 million and just cash out as many of these creators think will happen if they follow Manhunt. Instead, I believe that YouTube and your channel should be based solely off of your personality and the quality of your content. I mean, think about the reasons why people watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. You don't watch them because they have shorts everywhere or because they trend follow. You watch them because they're genuinely funny people who make quality videos. And I also think that you should grind a channel for years and years, slowly climbing your way up instead of just hoping to go viral. A channel that worked endlessly to get 1 million subs versus a channel who got 1 million subs by trend following or shorts posting. The channel who got 1 million through grinding for years is most likely going to have the more successful channel in the long run. And not only that, their viewer base is more likely to be loyal and understanding whenever something goes wrong. I would rather build this channel off of the hard work and filming concepts that I enjoy, rather than follow a trend that I don't even enjoy, that has a community of toxic people backing it. For any viewers wondering what I have planned for this channel in the future, it's mostly just SMP and Siege content coming. Not only that, but I'll be active on my Twitch more often too this summer, so if you want to check me out there, the link for that will be in the description. And I won't thank over 40 different people from the community like how other quitting Manhunt videos are. Instead, I just want to thank a couple people for being genuine good people in this community and for being the diamonds in this pile of garbage. I want to thank Party Zombie for being one of my closest friends and helping me throughout the community, eventually leading me to the idea of quitting. I also want to thank my hunters that were in my manhunts, primarily Burning and Mason. I think you guys deserve the most thanks out of everyone who's hunted for me. You guys stuck through my manhunt series all the way up until the very end, and you guys were also there to answer my DMs and listen to like hours of music and look at hours of editing, you know, helping me decide, you know, what's good music, what's good edits to make. And not only that, just sitting through hundreds of scrapped attempts that never got published. And lastly, I want to thank you guys, my viewers, for viewing my manhunts. Even though I didn't want to make some of them at some points, you guys still supported me, and I wouldn't have the view counts that I have if it wasn't for you guys. So you all deserve some thanks as well. I look forward to what's in store on this channel in the future, and for now, this is a goodbye to Manhunt.